Hello, welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Today's video, we face Luton Town in Sky Bet League 1. We have an awful record against Luton at Adams Park. We've never beaten them in our time at Adams Park. They always say that curses are there to be broken, so hopefully today can be that day, but be a difficult game. You know, Luton's current form coming to this game off the back of a 1-1 draw with Doncaster. As for us, we come into this game off the back of a disappointing away defeat to Bolton. We were 2-0 up with 7 minutes to go and threw it away to lose 3-2. Like I said, Luton's form is a little bit hit and miss, but given the side they've got, is pretty much a championship side, so they'll cause us problems. You know, the likes of Gideon Kadua and Nigel Lundvik, two players that we've had in the past that I thought were really good for us, and you know, they've got quality all over the pitch. Naki Wells, Casey Palmer, they could really cause us problems today.
Prediction 2-2.
Half-time here at Adams Park, Wycombe just 0, Luton Town 2, and it's typical playing against Luton, isn't it, really? We've never really ever beaten them here, certainly not in my lifetime. Look, started well first 15 minutes, then they scored and it's all gone shit, really. Sorry for language, but it really has gone shit. We've just kind of let them. The two simple, soft goals, both from the same kind of angle, both set pieces, really poor. Even when we go forward, trying to launch it to Nathan Lowe, he's got two centre-backs that are built like brick shithouses. You can't get any change out of them. Something needs to change, and it just hasn't played well at all. We haven't been well at all as a side, and it's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating because it's like we're trying to go forward. You know, Fred runs, trying to go forward, and it's just such a kind of last minute. It just isn't working. I can't. It's one of those ones where it reminds me of the Fleetwood game last season where we did nothing in the first half, and I know that we got a point out of that, but it was a completely different challenge. Maybe the Luton curse for me and for Wycombe fans is continuing, but hopefully not. Hopefully we can turn this around and get at least a point. There's a reason I went 2-2, because I would have taken a point before the start of play today. Ball through a corner, edge of the box, back to Morley. Morley whips it in. Junior smashed it.
Referee! Shit referee! Shit referee! Fuck me. How the fuck can you give a free kick and add fuck all on?
it did finish at Adams Park. Wycombe Wanderers 1, Luton Town 2, and the quicker we move on from this game, the better. It was okay first 15 minutes, and then Luton scored 2 really, really soft goals, both from corners. I mean, the defending as a team, as a collective. I'm not going to just single out one player or 2 players for the defending for their goals. It was poor, really, really poor, really, really schoolboy stuff. And look, there's a question that there might be a foul on Norris for one of them, but even so, we just needed to get it away. I mean, so soft. Both goals were so soft, and there was no real sort of challenge up until those goals. I thought we were the better side up until those goals. Those goals really took it out of us, and we didn't stop playing, but we kind of, went through the motions of, okay, don't make this more than 2 and have this as a sort of, like, hopefully we can make something from it, but we never got the chance to make anything from it. I know we got a goal through Junior Turner, which was a really well taken goal. Definitely the brightest bit of a dull outcome today. Thought we were quite poor for the majority of the game. Luton, whilst they had quality, they didn't really have to work for that win, and it wasn't really helped by the referee being so inconsistent. Yes, referees always have a say on games, but this referee was awful, absolutely awful. You've got simple things in the second half, in the first half weren't given, and then he's incredibly whistle happy in the second. Yet he just gives the simplest of things, the smallest of things ever. The ones that usually would get let go, and he doesn't see 2. He doesn't see 2. One's for us. Handball, really clear handball. Which, having looked at it back, I have no idea how he didn't give it. Look, you can always say it was the timing of the game, and the frustration was there from our supporters because we weren't getting, we weren't really getting the ball forward, and that we kind of almost felt like that was getting free kicks, although we didn't really get many of those. Would have been a better way to challenge Luton and take the game to them. But when you've got a referee who's very inconsistent and doesn't really stamp his authority in the game at all at any point, it's very difficult to get those fouls. And I'm not saying that the referee's the reason we lost the game. He's a big part of the reason we lost the game, but our quality wasn't there either. And then you've got the Fred on your Dimber penalty. How you can have that? How you can basically hold on to a player whilst he's just running through, and the minute he falls over, you go, no, get up. It's beyond me. As I said towards the end of the vlog, I think it's the last video in the ground that I did, which was, we got a free kick and he just didn't let us take it. It was 97, the goal goes in 96 minutes. We get a free kick not long after that, and he just doesn't let us take it. I mean, look, we've had it several years, and people can say stop moaning, but it's the quality of officials in this league is abysmal. Look, he didn't give stuff for Luton, and there was stuff that we did on our players I thought might have been a foul as well. But one clear handball. I mean, his arm is so far from his body is untrue, and then that penalty on Fred. It's just such a frustrating outcome, and look, we didn't help ourselves either. We're playing
we're lumping the ball forward to Nathan Lowe, who's 6'5", 6'4", but he's got two defenders on him that are huge. They are about the same size as him. He's got two of them. We just didn't get the ball to him at all. We gave him no change, no service whatsoever. We built our own problems, and it felt like a brick wall at times when we built our own problems because we couldn't break Luton down. The reason we couldn't break Luton down because we weren't playing the ball into the areas that we used to, and then made a couple of changes. Junior Turner came on, and those changes, actually we looked better when we made the changes, and I was almost stood there thinking, why weren't we making these changes earlier? It was a little bit frustrating. There was a sort of 5-10 minute spell where I thought that, if we got a goal, then maybe we could have taken the game to Luton, but we created our own problems, really poorly. Some of their chances were really poorly defended. But I know I've moaned about the referee on here, but we can moan about the referee as much as we want, but if you're not going to, help yourselves and create your own chances, you're not going to get anything from games. And look, Luton have never ever lost at Adams Park, and I've been going to Wycombe games for pretty much my entire life, and never seen us beat them. We've only beaten them once in my lifetime, which was at Kenilworth Road, and our poor home record against them continues. I mean, if you are a Luton fan, I'm sure you'll enjoy, looking back at this game, as you will every other game at our place over the last 20 to 30 years. Let me know what you think of the game. Let me know what you think of, your season. Will this give you more hope for your season? Do you think? And also, if you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.